Hey, what's up everyone? So today we're going to go over something that's on a HRC 216. Has two problems. It doesn't engage the choke and doesn't shut off. So the owner thought it was a carb. It's not the carb. It's actually the cable. And let me tell you why. If both of those problems are happening, it's because it's not engaging correctly down here and the cable's not working correctly. So you're either going to need to do one of two things. Order a new cable, or hopefully you can adjust it out. Let me show you why. So this is the problem. It needs to be attached here. Now, it kind of looks a little funky, so I think there's some funkery going on earlier, but let's see here. We might try to fix that. What I mean by that, it's really, really bent. Okay, maybe that was one too many reallys. That's a lot of cable to have to kind of find a place for, but we might be able to do it. So first things first is we are going to take, let me just see if you can see this. That is supposed to be straight, so it needs to be like 1/4 of an inch over. And then this side is almost the exact same. So I'm going to take a pair of pliers, I'm going to try to bend that back. So on the cable on the other end, I've adjusted literally to the very end of its adjustment ability. So there's no more. What we have to work with is what we have to work with now. So we need to make sure, or hopefully get this to kind of crimp down. But we'll find out here shortly if that's even a possibility. Let us put this out of our way first. Oh, it's upside down. There we go. Okay. Tighten this up a little bit. So right now it's kind of taut, which is exactly what you want. And it looks like we have enough to bite down on. There we go. You don't want to super tight, and also the handle is set to off. Now it's set to choke. You could tell because that is actually lifting up the choke lever, so hopefully it should be good to go. Now we go back to off. Hopefully that's compressing the switch enough. If not, then we'll have to do a little bit more, but there's really not a whole lot more we can adjust. So that switch is notorious for being super aggravating. So there's that. And the thing is, since we did have to bend it, I also want to make sure everything was moving appropriately. It does look like it is. That bend also could be part of the problem of why your choke isn't working. It has to be very, very straight. If it's not straight, it's not going to work properly. So we can put the tools away and let's go ahead and give it a pull and see if it turns on. Now this motor was ran earlier today, but it's like 38 degrees outside and it was probably like 2 hours, so it's cold, and it only ran for like 10 seconds. A little clarification, it would run if you put starting fluid in there, but it just wouldn't turn off, and it wouldn't start without starting fluid, which is why I think the owner thinks that it was a carb problem. I mean, they're not wrong, it's just not exactly what they were thinking. So I'm going to turn it to like medium or low-ish throttle and give it a pull just to make sure that it's not warm and it's not going to start without the choke. That's about half. Not starting. Okay, now let's try to choke. All the way down. Try full throttle. there we go. Like I said, that switch is not the best design, but I think we might try to adjust it a hair more, and go from there. But other than that, it didn't start unless I had to. I don't think the choke is all the way on, but all we need to do is adjust it. If what we were doing right now wasn't going to work, we would have to buy a cable. Honda cables are good because they have the part number on the cable. So if this doesn't work, you only have about two other options. One, you could potentially bend this post back and kind of get away with it for a while. It's going to keep on happening. Your cable's going to keep on breaking. Or buy the new cable. So if you can't adjust it out, can't bend it out, just buy a cable. Probably better you buy the cable anyway, but just in case you need to use it today, this is how you would do it. And I'm going to order a new cable for it because I do think that is important. And we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Follow me on Instagram, it's SmallEngine101. If you like what you see, keep watching. Definitely subscribe. Put a thumbs up if this helped you out, because that definitely helps me out. And I'll catch you on the next video. You have a good night.